How are you doing? I have missed you. Welcome to our Relate. Relate is a relational and interactive time to learn how Jesus' teachings relate to our day-to-day lives. As you know, we are studying together how to find, experience, and share one of the main blessings that everyone should have every day: the blessing of love and acceptance. The blessing of love and acceptance is a blessing that we should provide every day to our children, spouse, parents, relatives, and friends. Parents can bless children. A spouse can bless spouses. Friends can bless friends. Children can bless parents. Church workers can bless their members. It only takes knowledge of how to do it, the desire, and a commitment to express love and caring. In the book, The Blessing, Giving the Gift of Unconditional Love and Acceptance, the authors explore 5 elements to giving a blessing as given in the Old Testament. These 5 elements or steps were: giving meaningful touch, speaking words of blessing, expressing high value, picturing a special future, making an active commitment to seeing the blessed come to pass. Last week, we studied about giving meaningful touch. Today, we will contemplate the second aspect, speaking words of blessing. In the biblical times, as someone was ready to grant a blessing to someone, they would touch a person and then pronounce important words upon that person, words of blessing. Nowadays, we should do the same. You see, touch, however important, cannot carry the whole load. A verbal message of acceptance, appreciation, or encouragement is the next step in giving the blessing. Do you know how important what we say is? Have you realized the power of words? Proverbs 18:21 says, "Words can bring death or life." That's right. What you say can bring life to someone. The words can bring encouragement, healing, joy, love, acceptance, and appreciation, among many other life-giving aspects. But at the same time, words can lead to death. The death of relationships and self-esteem. The death of health and peace. Words can hurt, harm, destroy, break, separate, and oppress. The power of life and death rely on the tongue, on our words. So we need to be very wise when we open our mouth. So now, let's go to our treasure box and let's see what we have inside that will help us to learn more about words. What? We have 3 items today. We have a padlock, a sheet of white paper, and a pen. And before you run around looking for a padlock, I want to tell you that for our exercise today, you will only need a blank page for each person around you, and one for yourself, of course, and at least one pen. So, if you need some time to grab your paper and your pen, please pause your video right now. Let's go back to your padlock. Usually, we use padlocks to keep things out or to keep them in. Wouldn't it be nice to have a padlock for our words? A padlock that would keep all the words that can bring death completely locked up, and at the same time have only the words of life unlocked. It'd be awesome. So let's go to our exercise now. First, take your paper and fold it in half. You see? Very easy. Now, open the paper and we'll have a clear division on your paper, okay? For this first exercise, you will use only the top part. Now, think back to your growing years and the words people said to you. What are the three main words, expressions, or phrases of acceptance, love, or encouragement that you remember? What effect did they have on you? Take some time, think about it, and write those three words on your paper, on the top part. Try to write the words as large as you can on the top part of your paper. When everyone has finished, please share the words and their meaning for you. It's very easy, right? Let's do it. Pause this video and I'll see you soon. That is great. Thank you for sharing this with us. Let's move to the next exercise. Unfortunately, we don't have a padlock for words, remember? For words that bring death. When you were growing up, sadly, you may have heard words that brought pain to you. Expressions and phrases that were not nice to hear. They hurt. They didn't make you feel loved, accepted, or encouraged. So, what is the main word, expression, or phrase of degradation that you remember? What effect did it have on you? Now, using the bottom part of the paper, write down this word, expression, or phrase. After you have finished, share it with those around you. Remember, you are loved and accepted by this group and by God. So don't be afraid to share. I'll see you in a few minutes. Don't forget to pause the video. It was brave of you. Thank you for sharing. I wish you hadn't heard these words. They don't represent who you are. You're perfectly designed by God. Read Psalm 139, verse 13 to 17. Only God knows who you really are, and He loves you unconditionally. Don't forget that. Now, let's go to our final exercise. Our final exercise has a few parts, so please pay attention. First, let's separate the top and the bottom parts of the paper. You could use a scissors. I'll just try to rip my paper here. Yes. Okay, here. So now comes the second step of our exercise. As a group, you need to think about how to destroy the bottom part, okay? The bottom part. I think maybe I'll burn mine later. After you have agreed on how to destroy this part, let's go to the next step. But before you do it, you need to deny aloud the message of the bottom part and then destroy it. It would be nice if your group could deny the message with you. So if you have the word loser, you can say, I'm not a loser, and you destroy. And the group can say, yes, you are not a loser. Okay? The next step and last step of our exercise is to choose one of those 3 words, phrases, and expressions of the top part of the paper that made you feel appreciated, loved, and encouraged. And use one of those 3 words for someone in the group. So let's say you wrote here on the paper, I feel important when my father said that I was brave. So use this word brave for someone. So you may say, hey, Everton, you were brave. Don't give up. So use one of those 3 words to describe, to encourage one of the persons of your group. Everyone in your group should hear one word from your paper. Please pause the video and continue watching at the end of the exercise. Welcome back. Remember that your words can bring life or death. Make the commitment to share life. See you next week. Bye for now. Many blessings.